All right, stay in the Big 12. The surprise in the Big 12 last week, Baylor goes to Oklahoma State this week, 3.5-point favorite for the Cowboys, total sitting right around 50, 49.5. Baylor out to a hot start. They take down Iowa State at home. The darlings of the offseason, Iowa State. Baylor gets them, and Baylor has looked really impressive, Dave. Now, their schedule hasn't been great. Texas State, Texas Southern, Kansas, but then they jump up and get a big boy win against Iowa State. Their defense is playing well. Jerry Bohannon at quarterback has been very efficient, and Treston Ebner and Abram Smith have been awesome offensively running the football, and Ebner is a talented return guy, punt and kickoffs. So they got some explosive guys. As long as Bohannon takes care of the ball, he's about 80% completion rate on the underneath stuff. They're going to have to do that. You've got a chance here against Oklahoma State, who what's Oklahoma State doing? What are they? Defensively, they're pretty good again. Spencer Sanders at quarterback's been up and down. He's some high-risk throws. He forces it in, had some turnover issues, but last week he was great, threw for over 300 yards. They're running the ball extremely well. Jalen Warren's taken over for Chuba Hubbard. He's running the ball. You go first, and then I'll tell you what I think. Baylor, Oklahoma State.
Well, this isn't fair because I don't know what to make of Oklahoma State at all. All I know is the line is either 3.5 or 4. And again, you're making a very good case for the Big 12 being a defensive league. The total is 47.5. I just clicked it to hit refresh.
So it's ticked down.
It's ticked down from the opener.
Yeah.
This gotta be an under. And listen, I fell for the Iowa State thing last week again. I said, oh, this is the game they win. They're good. They were here at UNLV, destroyed them. Had a hiccup against Iowa, but Iowa has an elite defense. I'm not buying any of it. I think I would actually sidewise, I'd flip a coin, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. But 47.5 with the first move coming under, I think if you could get under 47.5, you still got to go under until this thing gets below 47. Now you go.
I don't know that I'd argue with you. 22nd in the country is Oklahoma State in opponent yard per play. Baylor's 27. So 2 top 30 teams in yards per play. Again, I know I gave you the schedule there for Baylor. Oklahoma State's schedule hasn't been great. But these two teams, if I look at them just macro level, outside in, defensively, I feel better about each of them. I still have questions offensively, even though Baylor has looked better. I think that's what you got to do. I think you got to look under here. If I was taking a side, I would take Oklahoma State at home. I would have rather had it on the money line or somewhere else instead of laying 3.5 or 4. But it could be potentially a letdown spot for Baylor. That's a big win for them getting Iowa State at home. Now you've got to travel to Stillwater. If Spencer Sanders takes care of it, I think I like Oklahoma State in this, but I'm eyeing the total like you just said.
Makes sense. I'll buy it. And again, for me, like just the initial thought is like, well, I got to dive a little bit deeper into this, and you just did for me. I wouldn't be surprised to see either team win, but I would be surprised to see either team win by double digits. I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a close game.